Welcome, welcome, Ben. I'll be running through a quick presentation here. It's the first time using this software, so it's just taking me a minute to get set. But welcome. I want to teach the 6 critical marketing systems every small business, and today we're going to focus on Barbershop must optimize to maximize revenue growth. And the expect here is that if you are a barbershop owner, you should be able to grow your barbershop 25% within the next 12 months. So that's what I'm hoping you'll learn today. And at the end, I'll give you a full idea of what we're covering. To grow your barbershop. There's 3 really simple concepts here that the 6 marketing strategies are cover or fall under. So the first one is attracting customers, bringing customers in the door, getting their attention, bringing awareness of your barbershop or your small business. Just being someone who knows about you to actually paying customer, and then beyond their experience with you as a paying customer, retaining them back more, refer others, or to buy from again, and more of a regular customer. So that's a simple overview we'll talk about. But there's 6 specific ideas that every barbershop needs to be focused on, and they all play into that sort of customer of being attracted or awareness, converting into an actual paying customer, and then gain them so that they come again and again. So this marketing success factor that you need to build foundation of are reliability, your reputation, your readiness and opportunities, remarketing, like remarketing and reselling to customers, and then reaching new customers. We're going to dive deeper into each one. Don't worry if you missed the overview. 95% of small business and that would do barbershops don't have systems in place to optimize for success or for business growth. And the problem that causes is they have no very slow, or it's unpredictable, or even worse, they're actually going backwards and not growing business, either staying stagnant or the business is actually getting worse and worse by the month, by the year. And so what I'm teaching is about systems that you can implement in your barbershop in order to grow. Why is it so important? If you've read this book, you should have an idea, but if you've never read or never heard of it, it's called the E-Myth. Why most small businesses don't work and what to do. And this is really the foundation for what I'm teaching here. I'll just read the quote. Build systems within each business function. Let systems run the business, and then people run the systems. People come and go, but the systems remain constant. So your staff and even things that are going on in your own life might change over time. But if you can establish systems that work and improve on them over time, you'll at least be able to grow you'll still be able to grow your business because those systems aren't changing. Those systems are going to continue to attract new customers, convert them, and then retain them. So the load of the business, not so much the people. The benefits of marketing system for your business are huge. Systems minimize the amount of marketing knowledge you need to have to grow. You don't have to get a degree in marketing or become a guru, an expert. Systems minimize the amount of time you have to invest in marketing. You have your hands full running a business. Barber, you've got customers in front of you who are busy, and you're busy using your hands all day long cutting hair. You don't have time to go out and hand out flyers or do other kind of marketing or be on the computer. You have to do those things in the margin when you're busy with customers. Systems decrease the amount of time that you have to spend on marketing. Systems, the amount of expensive that you have to. So you have to go out and hire maybe an advertising agency or a full-time marketing staff person if you have systems that are doing the marketing for you and you're simply providing some of it and finding them over time. Systems maximize your marketing results by ensuring that your activities actually happen on a consistent basis and on a budget that you can afford. I think any small business owner can really relate to that. it is so hard to stay consistent because of the seasonality of this, or whatever's happening in your community or in your own personal life or in the business environment that you're working in. Everything is constantly changing. But if you can establish systems then that can do work consistently for you, then you still will be able to constantly be marketing, constantly be selling, constantly be bringing in new customers, even though everything else around you is changing. Now, why is it important for me personally to share something like this with you? I had a business for 10 years. It was a struggle. It was I felt like it was my child, right? I really cared about my business. I cared about my customers. I cared about my colleagues, people I work with, and I really invested absolutely every ounce of my energy, my time, my money, my focus into this business. But I was constantly spinning on a hamster wheel. Actually, that's probably not the best analogy. I actually felt like I was a chicken with its head cut off, running around in all directions, trying to find customers every possible way I could think of, not staying on a consistent path. I was always trying something new, always trying a new idea, exploring something new, because nothing was really taking off and working, at least the way I hoped it would. I didn't have a guide to show me create and implement systems that would constantly market and sell my services over time. My first problem. The second problem I had was I was so busy with day-to-day operations, I didn't have time to create and implement systems. I had a business where I had to be hands-on involved. I was in a workshop in the garage every day. I didn't have time to create and implement systems. I read the E-Myth, and I actually implement and build those systems. But I could never stick with it because I was so busy with the operation and the day-to-day my business had. I know that you have incredible untapped potential, and I want to be your guide and help you implement effective systems, even when you don't have time to figure them out or implement them yourself. Then my hope is that will give you the freedom to grow exponentially, to grow your business, to grow personally, to grow in other areas, and to realize that potential that I know God's given you. That's why it's important for me to share this with you. But I have a question. What would you do if you could find the freedom to grow your business using simple systems? Just imagine if you could finally get off of the treadmill, hamster wheel, whatever you want to call it, and feel like you had freedom to grow your business using simple systems rather than constantly trying to figure out the next new thing or testing and having a fear after failure with different ways to grow your business. What if you could find freedom to consistently grow your business over time? What would you do? What kind of balance or life or work or home life create for you? Just in that for a moment. And then why is that important to you? What is it that idea or that aspiration is, why is it important to you? You don't have to answer that to me. Think about that for yourself. And I hope that gives you some motivation to pay attention, to see if there's some ideas that you can implement, and we see if it can help. Marketing phases and factors for success. So we've talked about that, attracting, converting them, and retaining them. Now we talked about the 6 framework, the 6 marketing success factors, and I'll dive in a little deeper on each one of these. First one is reliability. So I'll go by one, and then I'll share a way that maybe we can implement some of these systems. Reliability. Make your customers happy. When you provide a reliable service and they know what to expect from you, then that's most of the job of a small business, to make a customer happy. The reliability of your customer experience is the number one driver of long-term profitable growth. If they don't know what to when they come in, the service is hit or miss, if your product is not the same quality every time, they're not going to come back. They want consistency. And those are the businesses, if you look around you, those are the businesses that can grow and grow at a rapid pace because they provide the same product, the same service. The customers know what to expect. They know how long it will take to get it, how long it will take for the business to deliver, what kind of experience it's going to be every time. And that's why they come back, because they know what to expect. There aren't surprises, appointments whenever they come. Systems are the key to bring you up to work on constant improvement of customer experience. So if you can build systems that provide consistency, then you'll be able to focus on improving the experience for customers and making them even happier, helping them refer people more easily because they're overjoyed about their experience with you, and that'll help grow. The most successful businesses are that are operated by people who understand the power of systemization. Your primary aim should work on your business, not in your business. These are quotes from the E-Myth. The fundamental reality is that the future of your business lies more in the system than in the product. And you can, I'm sure if you think about some businesses that you want, I'm sure they're coming because those are the ones that are doing those things. How are you viewed and it's by prospects and customers in the marketplace? That has to do with your reputation. So reputation doesn't just mean an online review, although those are a big part of it. It's really people perceive you in the marketplace. If they're thinking about their identity, spend their money, what do they think of business versus others? Warren Buffett said, it takes years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. Think about that and you'll do things differently. A mentor of mine used to say, your reputation is the only thing you can't buy. You build reputation through how you operate. 91% of consumers choose to do this based on online feedback. So, like I said, a big factor, not everything, but a big factor in your reputation is reviews. Reviews are now at the center of search. When people search, this is a lot of stuff in this here, but best chicken wings in San Diego. So someone's looking for chicken wings. The search results showing of the this person said best chicken wings in PV. So a lot of the search results, whether you're looking here, 4.0 plus rated. So you can narrow. If you don't have a 4.0 rating, the search here isn't going to know about your business because they're narrowing to only see results for businesses that have at least a 4-star average out of 5. So your reputation, a big factor in people even becoming aware of your business, is those reviews. But reviews are a lagging indicator, meaning they always they're not always completely up to date with what the current experience is like. What's driving the reviews that you get? It's a customer experience before, during, and after the purchase. So it's not just when they're at Barbershop getting their haircut. Reviews aren't necessarily always going to reflect what the haircut looked like as soon as they got out of the barber chair. The reviews are going to reflect. You probably actually have some reviews from customers who never even stepped foot in your business. And the reason is they might have called and never gotten an answer, booked an appointment on a time you closed, or booked an appointment and came in and you were so busy that you couldn't seat them. There could be a variety of factors, but reviews don't necessarily always come from a customer who came in and paid and they're reviewing that actual experience of your product or your business at the barbershop. A lot of times they're with other experiences with yours. I found them on, but I couldn't find their address or I couldn't find their location because they didn't put a clear description. There could be 1,000 reasons, but a lot of your reputation has to do with how do you share people, how to in touch with you, responsive are you to their inquiry, do you answer the phone, do you stick to appointment times, do you follow up afterwards, do you stay in touch, do you set clear expectations, and all of those things. Best practices to build and protect your reputation are a well-designed, fast, optimized website, accurate, relevant, easy to information on your site, and then also not just your site, but making sure your lists are up to date on Google Maps, on TripAdvisor if you're on there, any kind of local directory. You want to make sure your barbershop listing is accurate. You've got the right number, the address, the right hours, which is hard to do. This is one of the things where you need a system to be able to get things up to date. Responding quickly to questions, collecting feedback and sharing that with others, managing negative feedback. So if somebody leaves a negative review and you don't respond to it, that hurts your reputation. But if you can respond to it in a thoughtful and caring way, that could actually help your reputation, even though the review is negative. Publish content on social media, your website. So if somebody says it's your website, it's from 1992, or you haven't posted on your Facebook page in 3 years, that's going to hurt your reputation because it's just like you're completely out of touch and out of date. Delight customers with your product and service experience. So where your actual experience in the shop can help with your reputation. But if you look only one out of the 6 items that are actually to do with the experience. Okay, so we're up to readiness, converting a customer. So we talked about attracting them through reach and reputation. Converting a customer, we haven't covered reach yet, just reputation. Converting a customer is when you have the awareness of somebody and then you convert them into a paying customer. And a big factor in that is your opportunities from prospects and customers. Your reputation starts from reputation. This is readiness. Are you really ready to do business? How you show up and respond in social media is a major indicator. McKinsey is a huge business consulting firm. They say 82% of consumers expect immediate response to sales and service questions. If you've ever tried to order a birthday cake or make an appointment to get your oil changed or any number of things, and you open up a map and you call a couple businesses near you, and the first one doesn't answer, you're going to wait for an email and wait for them to call you back? No, you're going to call the next line. So customers expect you to respond with readiness. 81% of consumers research and contact us through social channels before making purchases. So are you ready to respond to incoming Instagram DMs, Facebook Messenger DMs, or TikTok, or whatever social platforms you're on, or a comment? Or maybe you put out a special. We're having $10 haircuts on Tuesdays after 3, whatever your special is. And then someone comments, great, I'd like to make an appointment. How do we do that? But you never respond to that. That means you're not ready to do business in every area. You're going to miss out on that customer. So your readiness to respond to those is super important. Are you really ready to do business? Around 79% of customers prefer using live chat because it offers immediacy that other channels do not provide. So do you have a chat option? Do you have a way that people can interact with you and ask a question and get an almost immediate response? 60% of consumers would prefer scheduling services like hair appointments via. So can customers text you? Do you have a text-enabled business? There's so many ways to communicate with customers. And this is starting to feel a little overwhelming. How on earth do you actually cut hair all day long and then still respond to every inquiry immediately? Well, I'll show you how that's possible. The next piece of the framework, the 6 marketing success factors, is remarketing. How are you keeping the attention of your prospects and your customers over time? Remarketing, staying in front of prospects until they're ready to buy. So somebody reaches out and says, hey, are you guys open today? And you say, no, sorry, we're not. And they say, okay, that's my only day off. But you now have a phone number and maybe their email address. Do you ever reach out to them again? Do you ever maybe send them a text in 2 weeks and say, hey, has your schedule changed? More hours. What's a good time for you to come in for your haircut? Or you just add them to your email newsletter that goes out every 2 weeks or every month. At least you're staying top of mind, and they're going to remember you when they are able to join an appointment with you and ready to buy. Remarketing, here's a life cycle. Number 1, a prospect visits your website. 2, they opt into your newsletter, or they leave without doing anything. But later, you can do it through advertising. Later, they visit other websites, and then your ad on those other websites recapturing their interest. Your newsletter arrives in their inbox through email. They click on your ad, the email newsletter that you sent out, and they come back to it, and then they book with you. Maybe it takes a few turns around there until they finally book with you. But if you have a system consistently stays out in front of that prospect and reminds them about you. And that remarketing system is going to grow your business because they're forgetting about you and you're not letting them. So you've experienced that with probably big brands where you look up a certain type of sneaker or piece of clothing or clippers or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're seeing that ad ever in your Google search, in your email inbox somehow, on your Facebook feed or your Twitter feed. Those are remarketing efforts that big brands are doing that small businesses and barbershops can actually do. Why is it important? 95 prospects don't first visit, so you've got to touch with them. If you're only selling to the people that are ready to buy immediately the first time that they reach out to you, your business is not positioned to grow because you're losing a ton of business that way. Remarketing gets customers who don't buy the first time they reach out. Remarketing generates a 726% lift in site visitation after 4 weeks. So if you are staying out in front of them and you keep reminding that you're there, then that can provide a huge percentage of returns to your website. Why is remarketing important enough to you? Remarketing keeps you in a very targeted audience to build your brand and drive conversion. So you're not just marketing to the masses, remarketing to people who have already expressed interest in what you provide. High conversion rate. Retargeting ads are the highest converting ad campaign. Sending out an email newsletter to people who are already actively interested in your business, you're going to get a lot more conversions to customers versus people who maybe you never had an experience with your business, but you're emailing for some reason. Marketing has a high ROI, return on investment. Marketing ensures that you're getting maximum return initial investment you need to attract the prospect. If you money to get that person's contact information through an ad that they clicked on for the first time, or you sent out postcards, or you paid something to do marketing that got their attention, you're going to get a lot more return on that investment if you continue to stay in touch with them until they buy. How can you use remarketing your business? You can make a special offer to those that didn't book right away. You can educate them, maybe about the type of business that you provide. You remind them that you do beard trims and for weddings or something, or educate them on products that they could use at home to help care for their hair. And a newsletter is a way to do that. Social media posts is also a great way to do that. Scheduled touches are a form of remarketing. You can use just call them. Have one a month when you call customers who you haven't seen in the past months or so. Say, hey, I missed. Wondering if you're planning on getting a haircut again anytime soon. A super friendly, warm outreach to somebody, and you can bring in a lot of customers who showed interest but haven't booked with you recently. Major marketing 6 factors for success. Next, we're going to cover resell. So resell is under retain. You've already converted somebody to a customer, maybe through ready to book them immediately, or remarketing and then selling to them after a period of time. Then you want to retain them. So once they come into your barbershop, they've gotten their haircut, you don't want to just let them never reach out to them again and completely forget about them and just leave them to finally book with you whenever they're ready. You want to resell to them, retain them as a customer. How are you maximizing the lifetime value of each customer relationship? By turning them into customers. Because repeat customers are way more valuable than somebody who just comes in once. Repeat customers are 10 times their initial purchase. So if they come in and spend, I'll just say $35 on a haircut, they're going to be worth at least $350 over the lifetime of their experience with you if you can get them to come back. Repeat customers spend more per transaction. Repeat customers refer 50% more people. So somebody that comes in for a haircut once probably isn't going to refer too many other friends, family to your barbershop. But if they're coming in consistently every 4 to 6 weeks for a haircut, they're probably going to be consistently talking about how great their barber or their barbershop is and referring more customers to your shop. Repeat customers more affordable to sell to, 5 times more. It costs 5 times more to get a new customer than it does to bring an old customer back again. 8% of profits come from 20% of your customers. So this is really where I would hope you put the lion's share of your attention on building a relationship with your customers who have already purchased from you and encouraging them to come back and do business with you again. Because that's going to be the driver of profitability in your business. How do you drive more resale revenue? So think about for your own business what you do. But now we'll cover reach. So reach is kind of back at the beginning again. Reach is new customers who don't know about you, who have never come in to purchase from you before. If the biggest thing that you can do to impact the profitability and growth of your business is to resell to past customers. But if you don't have them coming in, so you do need new customers. Goals of reach campaigns would be constantly work and make sure people know about who you are and what you offer. Establish a first position. So build a brand relationship, tell your story, and establish your products as the obvious choice. You know that your customers have probably other options at least of places they could get a haircut on any given day. Why are they thinking of you first out of those other 10 or 20 or 50? I could, in about 3 seconds, I can think of 10 barbershops that I could walk to. You've got to be able to establish that first position. So when they think barbershop, they think of you first. And you can do that through telling things that they can relate to, not just pitching your haircut services constantly, but talking about who you are, who your barbers are, who's your team, why do you use these products, why do you have these hours, why are you located in the community, things like that. Scalable, predictable growth. This is another goal of a reach. Filling your pipeline with growing number of qualified prospects to gain predictability and sales growth. So not just waiting for customers to come to you, you do need to go out and bring people into your pipeline. And you can do that through social media, growing your email newsletter, maybe even giving workshops in the community or offering cuts for nonprofits or whatever it might be. You should have a consistent system for bringing people into your pipeline of becoming aware of you so that for a customer. Here's a reach expansion formula. So if you're not reaching many new customers right now, here's ways you can do it. Expand your content. So post more on social media, send emails, send more texts about your barbershop more. Then expand your channels. So if you only, maybe you don't have a website and you only use Instagram and absolutely nothing else. One way you can expand your pipeline of new customers is to post on other channels, use different marketing channels or communication channels, start using business texting to stay in touch with customers and referrals, show up at networking events, things like that. There's an infinite possibility. So if you have a system of doing this consistently, then it's actually achievable. Expand your audiences. Maybe you don't focus on like father-son haircuts or even offer that as a booking option. That could be something where your audience, you're not just focusing on 30-something men for your barbershop. Now you're trying to find families, fathers and sons that want to come in and get their haircuts together. So that's just one small example of a way you can get your audience. 6 steps to effective exchange, reaching new customers again. This 6-step process you could follow to get up and quickly. Making sure your website is fast and optimized, making sure it's complete and has all the accurate information that somebody would need in order to make a decision to want to get a haircut at your barbershop and then be able to actually book it, know when to in. So attract content and offer. So maybe creating content that compels people to come in, or a special off-counter promotion. Promoting your website and your content to search engines, directories. So either manually going in and making sure you're listed where, or paying to do that. Number 4, actively participating in social media. So not just creating your own original content, but engaging in conversations, commenting on the pizza shop down the street when they promote a special. So, hey, this would be a great place. This is where I go to for pizza. I recommend it after your hair or whatever. And it doesn't have to always, it actually shouldn't always be pitching barbershop services. If people see you actively engaged online in their community, and then they see, oh, this guy is a barbershop or a barber in the neighborhood, I think I'll try him out next. Advertise where your prospects are, proactively capture and share reviews and customer wins. So making sure you're following up after somebody visits and asking for a review, and then actually sharing that review with other platforms. So if they review you on Google Maps, post a screenshot of it on Facebook. Say, oh, we're so grateful for our customers, and share the review. This is what they had to say about us. That's the whole framework. Reliability, that's your job. That's just showing up, being consistent with what you offer and how you treat your customers. Reputation is how do people that could potentially be your customers feel about you, or what do they think about you when they hear your name? Being responsive to people who inquire about your barbershop services. Remarket, so people who don't book an appointment with you or show up for a walk or get a haircut from you the first time they hear about you. Remarketing, staying in front of them. Resell customers who have already gotten a haircut with you, you want to resell them and bring them back again. And then reach is reaching new customers, making aware in the community about your shop services. So if you're ready to go, I just want to introduce to you how to help you actually execute and implement these 6 marketing systems consistently in your barbershop, 25% in the next 12 months. And it's called our Complete System for Small Business Growth. So Super Simple Pro is the name of my business. I focus on helping barbershops grow their shops by 25% in the next 12 months using these systems and making most of it for you so that you don't have to go and figure out, okay, because basically you could do one of 2 things. You could look at this and see, all right, I need to have a mobile, fast website, be posting to social media, making offers to bring customers in, having my local listings up to date, automating review capturing and then reposting and sharing those on the social media channel. And you can go in and basically take a screenshot of this, do all the work yourself. And you are more than welcome to do that. I hope that you do start doing some of these things. That's when it's going to attract customers. And then, okay, I'm going to need to convert that attention into paying customers. So I need to have a service that customers back phone and make sure I don't miss any phone calls before the next barber. Having a complete booking and calendar system that reminds customers when they have an appointment, or if they're late, or if they miss an appointment, to read things like that. Have a chatbot that responds to all inquiries. I can't manually do it because my hands are full. Follow-up campaigns, whether it's texting, phone calls, emails. Having text to pay or tap to pay, easy way for customers to pay and improve their experience in the shop. Retaining those customers to come back. Having reactivation campaigns. If I notice a customer hasn't come in 3 months, I should reach out to them and invite them to come back in for a haircut. Or reselling to them again and again, or sending an email newsletter, or inviting them to refer their friends, neighbors, families, coworkers. Those are all systems that you need in order to get 25% in the next 12 months. But what we offer is a complete system for small business growth, and specifically for barbershop growth, a way to do that for you. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I invite you to book a call with me. You can go to supersimplepro.com/calendar. You can visit our pricing page if you want to see the pricing of our services. They go from $97 a month to $47. That's as of June 2024. But you can reach out and book a free call with me, and I'll walk you specifically how we would implement and build these systems to grow your barbershop instead of you having to figure it all yourself. And even that free call might be helpful for you, even if you choose not to work with us. But if you are serious about growing, you have a little bit of money that you're already investing in marketing, but it's not the job that you want it to do, I would encourage you to book a call with me, and I can show you exactly how I can help your business grow without stress, without lying awake, worrying about where your next barbershop are coming from, or if you're going to be busy the next day or not. And I look forward to seeing how I can help you grow your shop. Today, here's my contact. If you have any questions in the meantime, free to call or text or email here. And look forward to connecting with you. Here's the if you want to book the call. SuperSimplePro.com/. Talk to you soon.